Back with another video today. Excuse me. Today being March 6th, spring football practice officially started for Notre Dame. The football season is just ended, but also quickly approaching. Don't want to jump through summer too fast because, in my opinion, best season of them all. However, it's never too early to look ahead to the upcoming 2018 football season. Right off the bat, just wanted to give you a quick rundown of the Notre Dame schedule, kind of break down the team during the off season, any predictions I have for the upcoming season, and just go from there. So schedule-wise, Saturday, April 21st is the blue and gold game, the spring game. Hopefully I'll be able to go to that. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that is coming up. Starting football season, September 1st, we have a night game against Michigan, so great to have that rivalry back. First game of the year, first home game, first night game. So I think that's going to be an epic start to the season. Followed that up with another 2 home games in a row, Ball State the following weekend, and then Vanderbilt after that. And that takes us to September 22nd, where we have an away game against Wake Forest, followed by a home game against Stanford, a road game against Virginia Tech, and a home game against Pittsburgh, followed up by our bye week. That puts us about a little over halfway through the season. After our bye week, we have another home game, October 27th against Navy. Followed that up with an away game at Northwestern, a home game against Florida State. Going to be another good game there. Pretty pumped for that one. A home game against Syracuse. That I think is our Shamrock Series game in New York. And then we end the season November 24th at USC. It's our usual either Stanford or USC being our last game. Looking at the schedule, there have been a lot of off-season moves, losing players and coaches to different teams or the draft. I still think 9-10 wins is pretty possible for us. I think Notre Dame could make a pretty good run for the playoffs. It all depends, like I said, we lost our defensive coordinator, and our defense was a pretty big staple this past season. Notre Dame also lost their number 1 running back, Josh Adams, to the NFL draft. One of our leading receivers, Equinemius St. Brown, basically the whole side of our offensive line and our starting tight end. So lots of questions coming up in this 2018 season. So I'll be interested to see, where it all goes, how it plays out. Right off the bat, I do think, it'll be interesting to see how our defense looks. As I mentioned, we lost our defensive coordinator. So just how the defense is able to, keep growing, hopefully this offseason. Like I mentioned earlier, they were a pretty big staple of our whole game plan and scheme this past year. So fingers crossed that will be able to, be kept up. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we lost Durham Smythe, our starting tight end. He went to the draft as well as a senior graduate. So Alize Mack will hopefully be able to step up for us. We've been blessed with some good tight ends throughout the years. Kyle Rudolph, Tyler Eifert, both in the pros right now. So I'm, hoping that he'll be able to make the leap as well. Coming off last season's 10-3 record, we had a chance to make the playoffs, but there were definitely some losses toward the end of the year, both at Stanford and the Miami game that we just got smacked in, that clearly, put us out of the picture there. So I'm hoping we can kind of, build from that and be able to make a better push this upcoming season. I'm also going to be interested to see who steps up in our running back position this year. As I mentioned, Josh Adams went to the draft. So my guess right now is Dexter Williams will be the one to hopefully step up I do like his running game. He's slightly undersized, but he's really explosive, powerful. He's a fast back, and so I'm really hoping that he'll be able to fill in the role that Josh Adams left open there. Another thing will hopefully get sorted out this year will be the quarterback controversy, whether Coach Kelly goes with Brandon Wimbush, who started the majority of the games for us this past season, or makes a complete switch over to Ian Book, who did get some playing time for Notre Dame this past season as well when Wimbush wasn't doing too hot. I just really hope that he doesn't go with this sort of mixed quarterback combo where both of them basically split the minutes, split the reps, because I don't think that benefits the team. I don't think it benefits either quarterback. I think it's truly beneficial for a quarterback to be able to get in his groove, not have to worry about constantly being pulled out. If a series is run with Wimbush and then maybe go 3 and out, come back next series, Ian Book's in, go 3 and out, series after that, Wimbush is back in. I just don't think that is the best way to go about the quarterback controversy. I hope both of them are growing and competing this offseason, and come time for the start of the season in September, I hope Kelly will pick one and go with him for the majority of the snaps this year. So with that being said, I'm always excited for the upcoming football season. I know it's still months away, but spring practice starting today. Give a quick little season preview, outlook towards the future. Like I said, 9-10 wins I think are pretty easily a possibility there. So, fingers crossed we can make a playoff push. We will just kind of have to see how the team looks, how the coaches get them prepped for the season. So let me know what you think down below. If you have any comments about Notre Dame football, about any of the other teams in the FBS, interested to hear them. See, what kind of off-season moves have been made. Drop the video a thumbs up, subscribe for some more content. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one. Come true.